are you?
Good.
Well, what's the atmosphere like, and how are you guys feeling for this game, the first rivalry of the season, and now you being able to experience it?
Yeah, no, we're definitely excited. We're just building from last week. We got a good result on the road, and I mean now it's another away game, another challenge, the LA Derby. It's going to bring a lot of challenge, a lot of intensity, and we're looking to get our first win in Carson. So it's a big matchup. Galaxy came off of a big weekend. They beat Portland away. I think it was Portland, right? And so, I mean, they're looking to continue on rolling, and so are we. But like I said, we're going to get our first result in Carson.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Just to experience it. I mean, I was always, the one watching from TV and then seeing the atmosphere, seeing the goals, seeing the chippiness, the aggressiveness, seeing the fan atmosphere, everything. So for me, it's just kind of just take it all in, enjoy the moment, and help contribute to hopefully get a positive result.
One last one, just looking at the opponent and looking at the Galaxy, you mentioned how they look strong over the weekends, but just in general, what do you think are their strengths and the things that you have to look out for?
Right. I mean, I think Greg Vanny and co have done well, establishing their system, their roles. They're getting the best out of their striker, Chicharito. Their wingers are very dynamic and good on transition. So we got to be definitely key, make the field compact, and obviously not give time and space to their special players. And then watch out for Chicharito's movement in the box. And then obviously Douglas Costa with his speed as well. So they got some tricky players, but if we can limit their time and space, I think it could be positive for us.
All right. Please announce your next. Go ahead and please don't raise your hand. First, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hello, Kellyn. Thank you for your time. Going back to last week's game, a difficult first half and a great second half. What are some areas that were discussed that need to improve for Saturday's game?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it was a tale of two halves. I thought we didn't start off well. I think the spaces were too large in terms of we weren't getting pressure on the ball, and we were allowing Orlando to kind of dictate play. And I think in the second half, where we kind of minimized their spacing, I thought we were able to get more pressure, and then we were dangerous on the counterattack, and we were able to find different pockets to exploit them. So I think we got to be keen and be wary of what the game is bringing us and be able to adapt and to move forward.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Seth. Hey, Kellyn. I know you kind of just spoke about it. I want to know, get your more thoughts on. You had mentioned Chicharito and Douglas Costa. Chicharito obviously gets all his goals inside the box. What are some of the things, I guess, how you can potentially contain a player like that?
Yeah, I mean, special players make special plays, and he's done just that. He's been key for their team. So obviously, I mean, he relies a lot on service, and obviously his movement's very key. So I think we minimize as much crossing and spacing available to make the distance longer for the crosses. I know Raheem Edwards at left back has several assists, so we got to be wary on him. Cabral running in behind, Granzier, Douglas Costa. There's a number of guys, but with special players you got to limit their time and space. And for us is to limit his service into Chicharito and always have a hand and be worried about where he's at in the box.
Obviously, you guys got a number of special players on the offensive end, Chicho, Brian Rodriguez, and Carlos Vela. How has it been playing with them now, 4 or 5 games in with these guys?
No, it's definitely been great. I think we're still, developing relationships on the field, and it's definitely growing as games go on. I think we're using practices to, help define our play. And it's been tremendous. And you got to also include Mahala. He has 2 goals this year as well, so credit to him, and hopefully he can keep being on the score sheet. But yeah, I mean the offensive guys, I know if we put those guys in great spots with their chances, they're going to bury it.
Thanks. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Last question for me over here. Kel, just Steve has talked a lot about the team finding ways to win. Can you kind of embellish a little bit or talk a little bit more just about that mentality of what you see from this group, kind of competitiveness?
Yeah, I mean, the competitive edge is what kind of just drives us. I think just looking back to last game in Orlando, I mean, the first half didn't go our way, but, we created a couple chances. We're able to be clinical in front of goal. And sometimes, games aren't going to be pretty. But we got to find a way to win, regardless of whatever the circumstances may be. But the resiliency of the group is to stick together, grow as the game goes on, and be sound defensively as much as we can. And credit to the back line and Max, and then offensively the guys have really been showing up and scoring goals.
Telling your experience with the national team, a rivalry like the one between Mexico and the U.S., what are some elements that make a rivalry so special that you can kind of see in this crosstown rivalry as well, and what it has meant for MLS?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it starts with the fan base, right? The fans are what established the rivalry more so, and I mean, credit to our fans, our 12 men out there and women, in the community is always, the little the matchups on that aspect, and that kind of translates to the game because we want to give back to our fans. I mean, they're what's our driving force, our motivation, it's that like I said, that extra man that helps us get our results. So I mean, ultimately we want to give back to them and obviously give them some bragging rights for the city.